Alan is with us. Do you pick up the point today? What you got to say, bro?
Yeah, let's just say it was a really lucky point. We started the first 5 or 10 minutes. We started well. We pushed high up, and then all of a sudden, Chelsea were all over us. We sat back. We were shocking. Chelsea should have beaten us comfortably 3 or 4-0, but they didn't do it. So they've only got themselves to blame, really. Take a point where we play awful. Normally at the Bridge, we play bad and get slapped. We didn't do it this time. For me, the equaliser goal for Højbjerg was, I called in real time a foul. Looking back at it, Bentancur got the ball. We scored the goal. It was fine. For me, that was absolutely fine. The only thing I can't say is that second one, how Romero has remained on that pitch is beyond me. The referee didn't give it, but surely VAR should be overturning that. I like the way people are saying about the ref all game. I think the referee had a good game in the fact he was letting things go. We've actually got football where you can actually be a bit more rough and ready. None of this whole slight tap and then I'll go down, hold my ankle, roll 12 times and look for the ref for a free kick. So in certain aspects, it's better, but VAR should be overturning that all the time. But Chelsea are going to look at this game as 3 points missed, like an extra 2 points dropped. Spurs, it was absolutely awful performance. Like compared to last week, absolutely abysmal. Son, this is 2 games in a row where Son has been awful. He needs to shape up. Romero needs to cut out the stupidity because on another day, that's a red card and we lose. We don't get a point. But still in the season, we've got to find a way to be able to, be comfortable playing out. Like down the wing backs, massive problems with Royal and Session. Had a good game last week, showed their true colours this week. But yeah, still early in the season, still got to, sort out some problem areas. But we came away with a point, daylight robbery, and I'll take it all game long. But the first one, I see people complaining that Chelsea fans took over it. It was not a foul.
Listen. It's good to hear someone. Again, we don't agree on everything, but it's good to hear there's no weird bias for that last one because I want to hear a Spurs fan defend it and make it make sense, mate. I really, really do.
It can't make sense. It's literally assault on the pitch, and I can't believe it never got overturned. It's weird.
It's crazy, mate. Alan, always a pleasure to speak, my friend. We'll chat again soon. Top man. Thanks. Thank you. We're gonna go to Spurs fan Orchie's here. What are you saying, bro?
Sorry, mate, you called me out again. Look, listen, first of all, Spurs were extremely lucky today, I have to say. If we lost that game 4-0 or 4-1 or 4-2, no complaints. But I have to say, first of all, the Bentancur tackle, I don't know what angles you guys saw it at. I saw the thing that I was watching, it showed it from the left-hand side of where the tackle comes in. And I promise you, he got his toe on the ball. So that was not a foul. He got the ball. And so that was the correct call. In terms of the hair pull thing, I hear what you're saying, but the ball was not in play. The replays clearly showed that when the tussle happened, they tussled inside the area. It happens at every single corner where players tussle with each other. And again, if you see the replays, he was actually trying to pull his shirt on the back, but because his hair is so long, his hand got caught in his hair and he pulled him down. The referee stopped it. VAR checked it, and this is why I think they let it go on, because I don't think it was intentional. But either way, even let's say Romero should have been sent off, that corner is still going to come in and we're still going to score. It doesn't change the fact that, the red card situation does not cancel out the corner and does not cancel out the goal. It's as simple as that. But Chelsea, had they taken their chances, they should have beaten us today by a long shot. I accept that, and we were very lucky.
I think that a lot of the points that you made are absolutely right. Chelsea still have to defend the corner, and that's why I think that Tuchel will probably focus mostly on that with his team, that they still needed to defend those corners and not make those mistakes. But if you think Romero did that unintentionally, I don't know what you were watching. That was totally intentional. And
I agree with you, but they seem to be pulling each other's shirts. The first tussle where they were pulling, actually, Cucurella was pulling Romero first.
The ball does not have to be in play for violent conduct to come into play.
Yeah,
you can't just grab somebody. So the ball being in play is not really a factor there. The reality is that when you looked at it, maybe they saw it from a different angle and you saw something else. But it looked like Romero, like You can't just have a handful of this man's hair and say he was just looking for the back of his shirt. Like, come on.
But, okay, so let's say that Romero got sent off. We still would have had a corner to take, even if
But
the
see,
referee
you
said
don't, know,
stop.
you don't know that because there's a ripple effect. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So you can't say that we still would have scored no matter what if we would have had,
I'm not saying we would have scored,
10.
but people are saying he should have been given a foul and we shouldn't have been allowed to take a corner. That's not right. The game wasn't in play. Okay,
it shouldn't even be a foul. It should have been violent conduct, and he should have got a red card.
Okay, red card, and then afterwards, we still would have had a corner to take. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, we don't know what the outcome of that would have been.
You also have to remember that the Chelsea players were clearly kind of rattled by the situation not going in their favor. So again, if they had felt justified and had gotten the red card, they may have been able to concentrate. So again, like, I don't think you can say that no matter what we were scoring. You can't say that. But a lot of your points were actually spot on.
Yeah, look, listen, Archie, listen, I respect you. I look at it this way. I just want to hear, because I swear I read earlier on this season, in the preseason, that the VAR conversations are now recorded and they're going to play them. I've read that. I want to hear why they didn't give it. And my view is this: Chelsea should take whatever they say and then start doing that in games. I'm talking, they should just start pulling people's hair for just literally a kickoff. Walk up to a player and pull his hair and go, well, and then no one will be able to get in trouble. Like, they've set themselves up for failure here, the referees, because what we've never been given before as fans is the in-the-moment rationale to why something wasn't given. And we've seen players before get like red cards and then they've had it overturned because they can show video evidence at the trial of 3 other players doing the same thing where they weren't sent off or they didn't get a retrospective. This is what Chelsea should be doing with this, because it's an horrendous mistake. And I get why you would defend it. You're a Spurs fan. You want to celebrate the win. For me, if it was my team, I'd be going, that was definitely a red card. But
it could have been. No, it is. I think we definitely got away with one today. But then, isn't that what we always say? It's even like going into games where you're playing. Listen, the red card thing, I'm not going to defend it. He should have probably got a red card regardless. But saying that, I mean, people are going off as if like Spurs are getting decisions. I mean, Spurs get plenty of decisions against them. I mean, Terry, you should know, 50 yards when everybody in Old Trafford saw the ball cross over the line about 3 yards.
Did not cross the line. Did VAR give it? Did VAR give it?
Wasn't
Listen, I hear you, my friend. Listen, brother. Thank you for calling in, mate, and having your say. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much indeed.